Uh, we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I told y'all about this. I've been through this game, so I know what happens, but for y'all's sake, I'm gonna start this game over. It's gonna be a good game, like I said. And you're gonna love it. This game is great. And yes, we're gonna do episodes on videos. I'm gonna start the video right now. Matter of fact. Alright, let me start it. Alright, hey guys, Edith Finch. What Remains of Edith Finch. I know what happens, I know how to do it, but I'm gonna let y'all admire the view. So this game is beautifully made. Just to tell you a little bit about it, not gonna spoil anything. This game is a great game. It's made by great developers. There's a lot of sequels and maybe sequels, prequels, crap like that. This game's good though. I'll let you. It's a pretty short game. That's why I'm going to try to make these episodes kind of short. But yeah, I didn't do that. I guess it just makes me. But y'all got to look at the view. Good enough. Oh, it still lets me. Yeah. All right. There's that. All right. Let's get this game started, guys.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense today.
Here we go. I'm gonna be quiet so y'all can hear this.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
All right. Here we are. Can't run in this game. That bothers me. Hang on. I'm gonna turn up the brightness because this game is pretty dark. So the brightness needs to be turned up so I can see. And y'all can see.
But I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago. Urgent. Open immediately.
Beautiful scenery.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
This game is great. Just admire the view. It's so well made.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what I'd unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few lovebirds.
I love that sound that the deer makes. That's a good sound. I like that.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
There's the house. Sorry about that. As y'all can see, my controller disconnected. Sorry about that, but yeah, you got a longer look at the house. You know, there it is. You'll find a lot more about this game once we start it.
The way I
better.
about it.
Milton Finch. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. I'm not going to say one word about it. I know what happens, but
a way I couldn't put into words.
There it is again. And another one, and another one, and another one, and 50 more.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh yeah, hang on while I'm at this. I'll show y'all a little bit inside the house.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
So yeah, this game might give scary vibes to some of y'all. So just warning that nothing happens scary, no jump scares, nothing like that. So it's all good. Oh, I didn't know there was a wind chime right there. That's one thing I didn't know was here. I guess.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, I got a little bit of sense in this game so
Nothing
far.
looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Y'all learn about that, so don't be asking. Y'all learn about that, trust me, you will. I know what this music box does. I know what this music box does, but I'd prefer not to do it right now. So, yeah.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
It was like good to eat. I mean, after all, they're called packing peanuts.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
You'll find out about that too. Yeah.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Rebel! Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That would be hard, you know. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
So he lived 1 year. Died as a baby. Savine, Hostad, Finch, and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Yeah, she goes by Edie, the grandma. As y'all just read and stuff, we go by Edith. I'm not gonna go in there yet. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Look at that cute squirrel.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Molly. This is Molly's room. We're gonna look around a little bit before I do anything. Can't open that door. Okay. Rocking horse.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Bad mother, if you ask me.
So I looked around for something to eat.
Gerbil
The
food.
gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
There's poop in there, Molly, but okay.
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I don't think those are supposed to be toilet. So it look like you can even get up on it, you know? 10 years old, but it's
Then
just
I heard
small.
chirping outside my window.
Oh my gosh, she's a
It was a
bird.
barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her, and suddenly,
Oh my gosh, I'm a
I
cat.
was a cat.
Poignant.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where's the bird? Yeet. Well, there he is. Oh, okay, yeah, that explains it.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in a big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating at Mama Bear.
Where do I go? I know I've played this game before, but I can't remember how I got up there. Oh, look at that. I never really took time for the view of this. How am I do that? Oh, never mind.
And suddenly, I was an owl.
Wow.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Yeah, I did.
Rabbits.
Wow.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
So this is what flying feels like.
A mama rabbit.
I see you, big boy.
She was almost too big to carry.
Oh, I got a trophy.
But I couldn't stop eating.
Cool.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark. The question is, what kind of shark rolls down a hill? Do 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 do.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Hungrier. Gotta go fast.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Mr. Flipper. Alright. Where's... Oh, there it is. Hey, Mr. Seal. I love seals. I don't like killing those, but I have to.
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Ooh.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I was an octopus the first time I played, okay? Don't judge me.
I was big, and I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, look at this. Jeez. You just got drunk. Oh, jeez. I just want to listen to this. Getting sailor. No, no, that way. This is a trophy, guys. So just bear with me, please. I'm gonna eat them now. I don't care. I gotta do it. Give me.
passenger, I was still hurting. And to cross the water, I saw something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Up, up, up. What's up? Is this her bedroom? It is. Yeah, this is her bedroom, guys.
I got closer and closer.
Open up. Hey, Molly. Let's go under here. Oh. Yeah, I do. Dope.
All of my stomach started growling.
Stomachs? Hurry.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Yeah, you will. Delicious. Alright, there's the first story, guys, of Molly.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Hey, I think I've explored most of her bedroom. So, open up. I just saw a cat. Cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Parakeet, snake, I don't know, another bird, some kind of bird. Another bird that I don't know. I have a parakeet. It's blue, kind of like that one, but he looks a lot cuter than that one. I got a cockatiel. Aw, Lurpy. Aw. Got a lizard thing named Rob. I like that. An owl. Zerpy. You didn't live very long. And you got...
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
I think that's a finch. Pretty sure. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. She must have loved birds.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Hey, I never recovered, as y'all could see last time. I never really... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I never found out Odin's story, so I don't really know how to do this. I don't know how to get this away. Go away. I need you to go away. No! I need you to go away.
Odin Finch brings the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Oh, Johan. Okay, I thought that was Johan. What? Look at it, guys. Look at it good. That's what Odin looked like.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Alright, yeah. Got that done.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Mole man.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long,
Edith Jr.
long
Lake
time.
Trip.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go.
Edie won't go.
For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ah, push peek.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Mr. Frog. There's a secret in this bathroom. Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
No, I didn't mean. No.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Booyah! Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Ever seen one of him? Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did it.
So he committed suicide.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So yeah.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I love how cool these secret passages are, y'all. I don't know if y'all do, but it's really cool, ain't it?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Milton.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Barb Street. So she lived to be 26. Alright.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just a boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Hang on. I gotta do something, guys. Alright.
Her convention comeback was cancelled.
I might have to go do something.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, could actually reach.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
That Michael Myers music, though. Is there a shovel in her hand? What's up? Oh, bloody hand.
And imagine the worst.
Yeet. Get out of my way. Hey. Get out of my way. Hiya. Hiya. What the?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Hookman.
Oh, it's rattled and still.
Oh dear!
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it, and she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
The late picture show.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. This is a trick. Dead, Walter.
Oh, that was my sister. Jeez. My sister's screaming. That's not good. Don't throw roller skates at me. It's not nice. Where am I going here? Oh, no.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another...
She played her part beautifully. Listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear. Bravo, Barbara.
I'd come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were,
It's
and she realized
Bigfoot,
what was
no,
about to
werewolf,
happen.
whatever that thing, the thing with the brain is. Dracula, and then I don't know.
Barbara Finch gave a performance of her.
Well.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. They took it all pretty hard, but better. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Cheesy's pun. Cheesy's pun. Cheesy's pun. Easy. Boom. Eat. Well,
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
do 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 do.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Back into the main house now. No.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara. Do 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 do. Got my key now. Put that in there, turn it, and boom. Hang on. Alright, my brightness is still up because basement gets pretty dark down here. It's dark. There's the pool table. It's been.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I think they'll be, yeah, these
I
guys
remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Taste of beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive it either.
Music though.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
1976.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
You know what?
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one little day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Well, that's
Walter died when he
Walter's
was
story.
6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I'm gonna continue the stream, okay? So, yeah.
I'm sure my mom
There's
was
that
trying to
video.
protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Uncle
I
under
can
the
only
house.
imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
Maybe.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
You'll find out what she's talking about,
Though,
guys.
to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Yeah, I'll probably wanna. Cemetery is right there. I'll go over there so y'all can.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting a house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Derpy.
3 of the gerbils are mine. 2 have been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
See? Now y'all know. Here's the upper part of the house.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Bless me.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna be perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Oh, the bird.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up.
Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like hanging outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dom. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
I tell you,
Dad!
guys, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Make it bigger.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom says he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Stuff looks like Calvin's. Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
told you I didn't want to speak right now.
I wonder what he saw. His world was done. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. Slipping away.
Sorry to hurt you.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night. I wish you could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure you have. You want to be happy too.
So
Good luck, Kay.
he died by drowning. Well,
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry. Yeah. A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met me, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss and cry.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh. So he must have died by object flying or hitting him or getting knocked out to sea and drowning.
She never talked about it, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Be a baby.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That bird's going nuts up there.
Whatever Milton had found in the house.
This game's a good game. What do y'all think of it so far? I really like it.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
San Juanio. Video games, book up openers.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
I'll be back, guys.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
I'll be back. Okay. Alright, guys, back. Oh, I can't go up those stairs.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Aww.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Alright. I'm gonna get a drink fast. Oh, I'm still gonna be here though.
and songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisville, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents.
There's no wrong or
Followed the sound
right
of her.
choice in this. So, in this part, you can do whatever you want.
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping sand, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico, who insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
I'm gonna get guillotined.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son, was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Yeah, he killed himself. Well, wasn't great.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Oh, what's happening?
She waited
Not
until
there
the
we
day
go.
before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe I should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Edith has a right to know these stories. My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Last story.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you. There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. When I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine! Eat it! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, and she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Was this a good game, guys?
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, that was a good game. Hey guys, we got it done! Game was good. It was great. Everything is... I'm gonna replay this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off, but I'm gonna replay this for a reason, okay? Bye, guys. Hope you loved the game.